full moon rises on another episode of Werewolf Gaming, and this is episode 25. I sure have come a long way on my little pet project. Thank you to all my viewers and followers. This month, we're diving into the grim, into the dark, and into the night. This is the tragic and cautionary tale of Bloodborne. Released for the PS4 in March of 2015, Bloodborne is a brutally tough action RPG set in the dystopian Gothic city of Yharnam, where the citizens have been turning into terrible beasts at night, with only a special group of people called hunters keeping the plague at bay. You are one such hunter, come to the city in hopes of the miracle cures the land was once known for, but must now unravel the mysteries of this doomed place, all while taking on the hordes in your way and dying hundreds and hundreds of times. Hey, it's made by the same people who created Dark Souls. Of course it's gonna be hard as titanium nails. Where do werewolves come in, you say? Psh, are you kidding? The very first enemy you stumble across is a werewolf. Okay, they call them scourge beasts, but come on, it's a werewolf. Many of the bosses are werewolf-like as well, from Vicar Emilia, Father Gascoigne, and Lawrence, the first Vicar. Lawrence? Is that a reference to Lawrence Talbot? Clever From Software. Since it's the plague turning people into these hairy monstrosities, you could say it's a bloodborne illness. No, you can't throw tomatoes over the internet, thankfully. But there is an illness that has more than a passing connection to lycanthropy that might not be obvious at first. But listen to this description and decide for yourself. A man is bitten by an aggressive wolf while out hunting and returns home to tend to the wound. Nothing seems out of the ordinary at first, but then he starts to feel weak and feverish, like he's come down with the flu. After some time passes though, he begins to act very, very strange. Anxious, confused, and even a bit aggressive. This soon progresses to violent behavior, drooling, and muscle spasms all through the night. Sounds an awful lot like a werewolf, doesn't it? What I actually just described to you is the progression of symptoms caused by rabies, and unfortunately the end result is not becoming a cool-looking wolf monster, but coma and almost certain death. But luckily, modern medicine has come an immensely long way, with pet vaccinations, knowledge of animal carriers, and human vaccines that are 100% effective in curing the disease when in incubation. Rabies is an almost unheard of phenomenon in the first world, with some countries being entirely rabies-free. We as a collective species have come a long way in nearly wiping out this deadly and terrifying disease. Bloodborne's style of disease control is a bit more stabby, but definitely a lot more fun, with brutal but rewarding gameplay, and twists and turns in the story that definitely give this game its ranking as one of the best modern video games in recent years. Thanks for joining me on another episode of Werewolf Gaming. Next time we'll be looking at a more collectible experience. But until then, happy gaming, and I'll see you when the next moon rises.